So in this video we will be discussing an economics case study conducted under the annual event ARTHASHASTRA by BIMTECH, Birla Institute of Management Technology, Noida. Okay, so first of all, speaking of case studies, categorizing case study into two on the basis of its structure. The first category is you will be provided with a case scenario and a problem statement. Consider the slide limit is 10. So two will go for welcome slide and thank you slide. So the content have 8 slides. So here, how you will structure your content, the case solution in this 8 slides. You will be having an idea of the solution of this particular case study, of the provided case study, and you need to think like how you will structure this in this 8 slides, the solution in these 8 slides, the order. Okay, usually it will begin like problem breakdown, SWOT analysis, background of this particular problem, solutions, models, references. It is up to you. Okay, it depends the problem statement, pestle or SWOT analysis or GTM and all those things, depends this problem statement. Then the second case is you will be provided with the case scenario and a list of questions that to be answered. Here the advantage is that you don't need to get confused like in what order or what structure you need to present your solution. You are provided with the order of questions. Follow the order of questions, answer it accordingly. It will be on the point as how the organizers expect. Okay, so the case study that we are discussing today is category 2. You are provided with a case scenario and also a list of questions. Just answer those questions. Okay, and another thing about today's the case study that we are discussing today. So here in this competition, 2 cases were provided. You can choose one. Okay, any one from these 2. Both the cases are of comparison style. That is, you will be provided with 2 scenarios and you need to compare both scenarios. A list of 7 questions or 6 questions will be provided for each case. You need to compare the 7 questions answers on this both scenarios. Okay, so the best way that I suggest to present such case studies, comparison like case studies, is divide your slide into 2, solve both the questions for this particular the same question for both the particular scenarios provided in the same slide itself. Okay, you will get more clarity on that when we discuss the case. Coming to the case 1, analyze if and how the recent crisis in pension fund in the UK is similar to the collapse of Lehman Brothers in 2008. So as I said, this is a comparison model case study. So here you need to get a thorough analysis on both the scenarios. First is the pension fund crisis in UK and then the Lehman Brothers collapse in 2008. You need to get a thorough analysis on both the scenarios. Okay, and the first question is, how did central bank policies contribute, if at all, to the run up? So this question have to be answered for the both scenarios in the same slide itself. Divide a slide into 2. In one part, answer the Lehman Brothers collapse, and the next part answer the pension fund. The pension fund crisis. The same question for both the scenarios have to be answered in the same slide. It will give more clarity to the comparison and the solutions. And the content. Okay. So second, what was the trigger event which precipitated the crisis? Third, what was the role of regulators? Fourth, what was the main financial security at the heart of each crisis and the market liquidity of the same. Fifth, what was the timing and nature of the intervention in response to each. So these first 5 questions can be answered with your analysis on the, you can just derive it from the what happened, like on the analysis of both the scenarios. 6th and 7th are something solution oriented. You need to find that from your what to say analysis. Like you can't directly take it from the analysis, you need to find derive it from the analysis and your ethical thinking. 6th, how can future financial contagions be detected and diffused? This question means how can it be detected in light of the pension fund crisis and Lehman Brothers fall. Okay. 7th, what lessons can be learned from such crises in both fiscal and monetary policy? Okay. So these are some of the article cuttings of the same scenario. The Wall Street Journal's article cutting. Okay. So just go through all these articles of that time and also the analysis by other economists on this particular events. Then the second case, okay. Again, comparison. So the scenario goes like this. Compare and contrast the balance of payment crisis faced by Sri Lanka recently and India in 1991. So majority of you will be known with this, right? If you have studied economics, this was a part of the syllabus in 11th or 12th. I don't remember it exactly, but it was in your syllabus. The 1991 economic crisis India faced and the implementation of LPG by our finance minister Manmohan Singh under the Prime Minister Narasimha Rao government. Okay, it was a revolution. Till that time we were a closed economy, and with that we converted ourselves to an open economy. So majority of you will be known with this, and the questions are also very, very basic and simple. The first question, how precarious were the forex position of India in 1991 and forex position of Sri Lanka in 2022. And about Sri Lanka, we know the overnight decision to turn into organic farming and the Russia-Ukraine war all led to its BOP crisis. So get a thorough analysis on both the scenarios. Okay. Second question, how did they end up that way? Third, what if any external shocks triggered the crisis? External shocks, we know. For us it was the Gulf War and our war also. We had to spend a huge amount for our defense itself due to border issues. And for Sri Lanka it was Russia-Ukraine war, speaking of the external shocks that triggered. What was the response? The fourth question, what was the response, both monetary and fiscal? Monetary means the banks, the policies implemented by the banks, and fiscal means by the government, policies implemented by the government. Fifth, what was the role played by the IMF and other creditors in resolving the crisis? Sixth, what can other developing countries learn from these crises? The sixth question is something that we need to make from our analysis. Okay, so that's it. If you guys need a model of this solution, just comment. I will post a video on that also. So, and yes, here is the graph. Okay, just go through this also. And again, if you need the model, you can comment in under the video. So I will post a video on the solution also of this particular case study. Thank you.